Dr. Chris here, and welcome to my channel. Living a healthy lifestyle can be difficult, even if you've been doing it for years. For those who are out of shape or new to fitness, establishing new habits can be intimidating indeed. Temptation and roadblocks seem to pop up everywhere these days, especially in today's fast food, sedentary society. So if you're starting from square one, here are a few beginner workout tips to get you moving in the right direction. Ta-da! Number 10, hire a professional. Going from not being fit to being fit isn't as easy as it seems. Otherwise, everyone would have a six-pack, but they don't, and it's not. Oh, hell no! Since you are new to this lifestyle, you might want to get some help from someone who can assess your individual needs and who has an extensive background, education in this subject area. That's what a professional is for. Isn't it? Do your homework though. Ask around. Don't just pick the first Joe trainer or Jane nutritionist to come along. And you may want both, since diet and exercise go hand in hand. Look for someone whose philosophy is about functional, balanced, and safe movement practices. Someone who will push you outside of your comfort zone. Because to make a change, you have to make a change. But who is also compassionate and smart enough to know not to push too hard. Beware of those who say that there's only one way to exercise or eat healthy. Don't eat eggs. They are probably trying to sell you on their way, looking to make money as opposed to helping you. Number 9, forget exercising per se and just try to establish more generalized movement patterns. Given that the 1 hour workout while sitting the rest of the day isn't the ideal of being healthy, we'll talk about the sitting disease in another video. Finding ways to move outside of the sanctioned exercise time really is the key. Sure, we've all heard the advice. Take the stairs, park at the far end of the mall, etc., etc. I'm walking across the parking lot. But the little things really do make a difference. And there are lots of ways to add small movement bits to your daily routine. If you need to talk to a colleague down the hall at work, get up and walk to see them instead of texting, emailing, or calling. Why would I send a text when I can just walk down the hall and talk to somebody directly? If you're working on something that requires you to sit for an extended period, I'm taking a short activity break from work. Get up every half an hour to stretch and move around a little. There is such a thing as too much exercise, but given that most people in society sit way too much and most of these activities are moderate to low level, overexertion is not likely to occur. Number 8, surround yourself with like-minded people. Community and moral support is vital for healthy living. Why? Because we tend to adopt the habits of those that we hang around with the most. You are the sum of the 5 people closest to you. So you know that person who goes for a walk every day at lunch? Ask him or her if you can tag along. Go with your neighbor to that belly dancing class she's always talking about. Maybe your cousin is big on hiking. Find people who move and move with them. Another thing to consider, if they aren't already on board, ask your immediate family to join you in your quest for healthy living. Wow. Doing things with people you care about and who care about you will make your journey 100 times easier. If nobody buys a bag of chips and stashes it in the kitchen cupboard, then nobody, including you, can eat it. If everybody is spending their Sunday afternoon biking in the park, chances are you will too. If you don't know anybody and your family isn't very helpful, you can always join a group or a gym. Okay. Number 7, find activities that you enjoy, thereby creating a cycle of positive feedback. This is important all the time, but especially in the beginning. Try to pick activities that you genuinely like to do. Even something as simple as helping out at your local community garden, joining a bowling league, or taking a line dancing class would be beneficial. Don't worry if a friend's definition of fitness means going to boot camp 5 days a week. Exercising because you should won't be enough of a motivator to keep you interested over the long term. Once you've created a pattern of regular movement, then you can start adding specialized programming, thereby stepping outside of your comfort zone even more. Number 6, make getting healthy as foolproof as possible. Many people think that it's their willpower, or lack thereof, that influences whether they lead a healthy lifestyle or not. It is about changing habits, and your environment can have a huge impact on your actions. Instead of making it easy to fail, why not make it difficult? Who you hang around with and what sorts of things they do, we've talked about this already, what you do for a living, what's in your refrigerator, are all things you may need to address. Arrange your life in such a way that not being active and not being healthy are nearly impossible. Set yourself up for success and you will succeed. Number 5, think skill-based movement. As your journey to being healthy will have its ups and its downs, using appearance-based goals like weight loss or getting that six-pack as evidence for achievement can leave you frustrated and disappointed. Better to focus on tasks, starting at levels that you can do with some, but not crazy amounts of effort. Maybe it's working through the progressions for doing your first real push-up. Maybe it's striving to climb to the top of a very steep hill without having to take breaks to catch your breath. Whatever it is, focusing on skill-based goals and/or goals unrelated to looks or even health markers means attaching your goals to what you do. Remember, this is something that you control by setting yourself up with small, obtainable steps. Number 4, make sure you consider all aspects of health and fitness. First of all, when we're talking about fitness, there are many facets. Strength and mobility training, conditioning, flexibility, proprioception, balance, etc. You want to have a balanced routine such that you work on all of them. This is where a professional will come in handy. It's not just about jumping on a treadmill every day, far from it. For you right now, as you are just getting started, jumping in with 2 feet may leave you overwhelmed and probably sore. Worry more about what I said earlier. Forget exercising per se and just try to establish more generalized movement patterns. You can add the complexity to your fitness programming as you go along. With regard to overall fitness, one thing you should consider is that exercise and diet are not enough.
What?
A healthy lifestyle also includes your mental, emotional, and spiritual aspects. Getting the physical self in shape is great, but a person is more than just a body.
Wow.
You might have emotional issues that are the reason you are not so active to begin with. Address those, and the physical part will be easier to achieve. Number 3, variety is the spice of life. Remember that your body is a machine and it is prone to suffering overuse injuries like any machine would. Sorry, that beach body workout, while it will make you sweat, is not the definition of fitness and health all by itself. Going for a run, or to a boot camp class, or even doing a beach body workout isn't bad in and of itself. It's bad if it's the only thing that you ever do. The key to success is to think sustainability and injury prevention versus getting in shape. Number 2, healthy living is a journey. It's important to realize that healthy living is a fluid, not static state of existing. You will have ups and downs as the years go by and as your circumstances change. Maybe you had a baby, or 2, or 3. Maybe you've been injured, or you've been going through some kind of illness. Don't beat yourself up over the fluctuations you are likely to experience during this lifelong process. The goal is for you to be empowered, educated, and independent. Try to enjoy the journey because that's exactly what it is. Number 1, put one foot in front of the other. Out of everything that I've said on this list, I can't emphasize this point enough. It's particularly important for beginners. It's nice to have a grand vision for what you are trying to achieve in life, whether it be fitness, relationship, or business related.
But
Success in any respect is simply a series of small, and I do mean small, progressions that develop over time. Taking a broader view, like saying I need to lose 50 pounds or I will exercise every day for the next year, can be overwhelming. Keep goals manageable and doable. Small changes add up. Maybe the first thing you do is plan to walk for 15 minutes twice this week. That's it.
Get it.
Plan to advance literally one day, 1 hour, 1 moment at a time, until that string of small victories becomes a way of life. And isn't that what we all want? So there you have it, beginner workout tips for those of you who are out of shape or new to fitness. Thanks for watching the video. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. If you like the message, share it with a friend. And as always, that's been a word from Dr. Chris, not your everyday ortho.